Hi, I'm Eric Swenson of RSJ Swenson, and today we're talking about one of my very favorite subjects. How does a leader effectively communicate with employees? Well, the reason I think it's one of my favorite questions is, in my judgment, the most important thing a leader can do is communicate effectively. In fact, I think it's so important, I wrote a book all about this subject alone. The communication is the single most important thing a leader needs, because you can be great, you can be the smartest person in the room, you can be the most strategic person in the room, you can have all the skills necessary to run a business, but if you cannot favorably and effectively communicate, you're ultimately going to fail, no matter how good you are at everything else. So how do you effectively communicate? Well, the first thing to do is listen. Great communicators listen. Listen to what people are telling you and understand when you're the leader, when people are talking to you, they have something they want to say. The challenge is to remember that people, as knowing you're the leader, tend to tell you the things you want to hear as opposed to the things you need to hear. So always take that with a grain of salt. People respond to leaders who listen. Effective listening is the key to great communication. In communication, quantity is always better than quality. Over-communicate at all times. The number one pet peeve of employees in every engagement survey we conduct for clients, or every one I've ever read, is I don't get enough feedback from my boss. I don't have enough communication. When change is enacted, it's not effectively communicated. So no matter how good a boss you are, you're not communicating as often or as well as you think you are. Focus on communicating. Get behind the desk and get away from that desk. Make sure you're always communicating. It should be the first thought on your mind. And it's a challenge, because one of the biggest challenges in leadership is actually finding the time to lead. There's so many other things to do when you're a leader, but don't forget to communicate. And you have to be good in many ways. You have to be a great communicator one-to-group, one-to-one, via email. A technique we're seeing more and more as business leaders are becoming more and more busy and they don't have time for full staff meetings or executive meetings, is business owners are writing monthly letters to their employees saying, here's what's going on at the company, here's what we're thinking about, here's what we're planning on doing. In lieu of any other communication, that's a really effective way. Don't talk down to people, talk with people. Make sure you communicate, and as often and as well as you think you're communicating, it's not enough, so make sure to do more. I'm Eric Swenson of RSJ Swenson. Thanks for watching, and have a great day.